So I've mentioned in the past that I'm a huge Gatchaman or Battle of the Planets fan, and I've seen a lot of cases where they're selling God Phoenix model kits. Um, God Phoenix is basically the fiery phoenix, but I don't really, I'm not into model kits, but we have here an actual vehicle, and this is by Evolution Toys and Future Quest, and so it's $260, and we'll go down here, and it says, from the classic series Gatchaman comes a metal action vehicle of the new God Phoenix. Based on its appearance in the Gatchaman anime series, this vehicle includes all four mecha units and Red Impulse. Red Impulse was the vehicle that Ken's father flew. That can fit inside the main unit. The bird missile launcher at the top and bottom of the fuselage can be popped up with the press of a button. So it's 20 centimeters or a little under 8 inches, made of metal and plastic. Part of the Metal Action series. So we'll take a look at this. All right. So it's not very big, a little under 8 inches. So kind of small. You can really see the seams here in it. But let's go in. And so here's one of the vehicles. This is G1, Ken's vehicle. And so if these all can fit, let's see, can they all fit inside? All four G, okay, it says, and Red Impulse, they can fit inside the main unit. So I'm not sure if it's saying they all fit or if just the Red Impulse, but I'm not sure why Red Impulse would, because Red Impulse is the one vehicle that wouldn't, because that's a separate. All right, so you look in here, the paint job. So it looks like we got paint on the wheel here. The wheel looks kind of like almost cracked. The paint here, we got some paint slopping. Again, it looks like somebody did a quick job with an airbrush or something. If these do fit inside, they would have to be really, really tiny to fit inside the God Phoenix. All right, so I think that's June's motorcycle. Okay, and again, the paint looks sloppy. There is a certain charm to it, I would say. So there's Red Impulse. A charm in the sense that it looks, like something from the 1960s or 1970s. I guess maybe they are. Unfortunately, this is the only picture there is of the God Phoenix itself. There is kind of a dearth of photos. It said something about bird missile launcher at the top and bottom of the fuselage. So I'm not sure where that would be. But like I said, there's a certain charm, like it's something out of the 1970s. What isn't so charming is asking $260 for this. I have one Evolution toy, which is a Tetsujin 28 figure. It's probably about 10 to 12 inches, about $400, and I can tell you that it's one of the figures, not the only one, but one of the figures that I've said I think is very overpriced. And $260 for this, boy, that's a tough sell, because the build quality does not look amazing. If this were a much higher quality or a much lower price, but these vehicles, I'm not sure how. It would have been nice if they had shown the vehicles sitting around here so I could get an idea of the size and some different views of this, maybe the bottom, maybe the rear. If they're trying to sell you a $260 vehicle, maybe it's a good idea to give the consumer a better idea of what it looks like. As it is, even as a big, huge Gatchaman fan, I'm probably going to pass on this one unless it's got a pretty decent discount. I even went on Hobby Link Japan, and with shipping, yeah, that's about what it was, well over 200, or it was over $200. So it's not, this isn't some giant markup for the US market. Um, but it's something to think about if you're a huge Gatchaman fan. So that's the God Phoenix from Evolution Toys and Future Quest.